The stories that we tell ourselves matters. And it matters so much, family, in terms of we're listening to ourselves speak, right? Other people aren't just listening to us. We are listening to us. And the story that we tell ourselves matters. If we have negative self-talk and we say things like, in the case of relationships, all men or all women are cheaters. They're liars. There's nobody good. Everybody's married. Or in the case of career, nothing's working out for me. I just can't get my lucky break. If we speak to ourselves this way, we are listening. So we have to be careful, family. The thoughts that we think are so important in terms of the narratives that we're creating for ourselves, right? It's so important. The stories we tell ourselves, it frames everything in our lives. It shapes and defines our sense of self and how we see ourselves fitting into the bigger picture and the circumstances in life, and see ourselves and how we see ourselves on a day-to-day basis, right? And it also forms a lens through which we interpret life and can affect every single thing and the way we see everything, single thing. So, one of the things that helps is reframing your thoughts, right? Reframing your thoughts, how you communicate with yourself, how you create meaning and communication with others, but most importantly, the internal communication with yourself, right? And one of the things I know that helps in terms of reframing your thoughts is closing your eyes, preferably early in the morning, right before you go to bed at night, and seeing things the way you want them to be, creating that story in your mind. Because the only way that we are going to create change in our lives is when we do something different than we did the day before. It's time for us to really consider the thoughts that we're thinking, because when we change the way we look at things, the things that we look at change. And one of the most powerful things that I have ever learned in my life is just because we have a thought does not mean that that thought is true. It doesn't. We have to learn how to overcome these narratives and these stories that we tell ourselves because it matters. Just something to think about, family. Stay inspired.